This is Declutter Your Home, a simple guide to organize your home, decluttering your mind, and starting creating new habits to simplify your life. Written by Darla White. Narrated by Demorrow.
Introduction. Once we give up being attached to physical possession, we find the time and freedom to follow bigger dreams. Joshua Becker. Decluttering is very necessary. It just keeps your mind, soul, and body active and fresh. You have to learn the power to get rid of excessive or wasteful material from your life. This act will always lower your burden and will bring ease in your lifestyle. Imagine getting rid of all the negativity on your way to success. Only thinking about it brings so much peace and calm. However, imagine the fun in achieving it. Therefore, this guide will provide you a way to declutter the unnecessary stuff. The first and most important thing is the mindset. You need to have a positive mindset and attitude to achieve the goal that you desire. If you are working half-heartedly, there is a very low chance of winning. You will not be able to get rid of your cluttered stuff. This will always bring hindrance in your life. Always have a growth mindset. This will boost up your learning abilities and cognitive potential. Imagine you visit a friend of yours after a long time. You see that his house is entirely messed up and there is no place to breathe. What will this leave an impression on you? Of course, you will consider your friend as immature, irresponsible, and dirty. You might feel irritated or feel disrespectful. All these reactions are possible. In the workplace, the employees should keep their desks clean at all times. This leaves a very positive and powerful impression on the boss. Moreover, having a clean and organized laptop saves you lots of time. Want to know how? Well, imagine that your boss asks for a file that is somewhere on your laptop. If you have an organized document folder, you will send the file in no time and without any stress or tension. However, on the other hand, if you have a messed up situation, you will not be able to send the document on time, and this will leave a highly negative impression on your boss. Furthermore, nothing is greater than mental health and peace. If you are stressed all the time and you don't have a healthy or clean place to retire, this will cause an effect on your mental ability, performance, socialization, and more. Think for a second that you came back home from work all tired and exhausted and saw a messy home ahead. You will be devastated. You will become even more tired. This sounds bad, and indeed, it is bad. Decluttering of house, offices, workplace, etc. is very important and should be given proper thought. This book is a comprehensive guide to help the reader in decluttering their places. Let's happily declutter our houses. Chapter 1. How decluttering brings happiness and calmness. Decluttering is the removal of unnecessary items from private places and public places that are untidy and overcrowded. There are a lot of things to enjoy, to bring happiness, to bring yourself at ease and calm, and decluttering is one of them, and the most significant one as well. It is not limited to the concept of physical space, but also we can relate it to mental health as well. When we get both the things done together, then they start increasing our focus and free our minds to get things done with no stress and enjoy life along the way. So cluttering can be something physical like books and clothes with mental and emotions in advance. Everyone should notice that a cluttered mind remains multidirectional and little things get done because his vision gets blurred and cloudy as compared to other people who remain sharp just because they don't have a problem as such. We can declutter the things in different manners we like. We can declutter our friends. We can declutter our commitments, our work area, our computer, home, office, and so much more. People get late or constantly unprepared, often stressed, no matter it might be some other reason, but their cluttered mind most probably, and they wander here and there to get things done. They struggle to find items when they need them. They place them and immediately forget that where they placed the item prior, and comes in anger, which results in dangerous things like they bash on their families like brothers, sisters, wife, and even parents. And it is said that in such cases, they get responsible because they usually place their items and think that some other member of the family placed it somewhere else and shout at them. Disorganization usually comes from a lot of physical and mental clutter, and they are usually their attachments, fears, old letters, or clothes. It is said that the amount of stress the families experience at home varies directly to the amount of stuff they usually possess. Things, or we can say them items, which include our clothes, shoes, papers, school bags, books, like from pen and pencil to the large items.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?